broadcast. Bang! Want to welcome everyone to Global Markets Radio Daily Recap. I'm your host, Andrew Spanton. Tuesday, January 31st, 2012. Same bad time, baby. 4 p.m. Eastern. What a day. What a day. You're looking at the S&P 500 chart. It doesn't look like much when you look at that candle, does it? But this is a reversal, in my opinion. S&P selling off after being up almost all night long. Asia, rally. The dollar, selling off nicely. Euro dollar getting up there, but failed. And I'll tell you what. This euro dollar really started to tank before the U.S. numbers came out. You saw the euro was breaking. Didn't make sense. Why is it so weak? Why is it so weak? Cable held up. Market knew the number. So they drilled the euro. In my opinion, of course. But you look at the euro now, and I like looking at the hourly charts a lot. It's my favorite chart. Should be busted. This, whatever head and shoulders you want to call it, a right hunchback head and shoulders, I don't care. Neckline is busted. And we got a shooting star right here. We'll take it. Took out previous day lows. Euro should now pull back on a Fibonacci basis. But to me, the big story were the U.S. numbers. Piece of crap. European numbers we knew were going to be bad, although they were terrible. German retail sales down 1.4%, supposed to be up 0.9. French consumer spending was supposed to be up 0.3. It was down 0.7. German unemployment, we know they're doing well. Remember, instead of firing people, they cut their hours. Industrial production out of Japan doing better. My opinion, Japan, it's going to be doing better, just like New Zealand's going to be doing better. Take a look at that Aussie Kiwi going down. But those U.S. numbers came out, and they whacked everything, gold included. Gold looks a little toppy now. Demand destruction. We got a number tonight that can change all that. Got to check with China, baby. But in looking again at the numbers that came out last night, horrible. Yesterday. Today. Net lending way down in London. Money supply way down 1.4%. That's not good. Canadian GDP, disgusting. Down 0.1%, supposed to be up 0.2%. And the scary one is their PPI, their raw material prices, down 2.4% in a month. It was supposed to only be down 0.3%. Terrible. Deflation. Demand destruction. Now, true, last month, it was up 3.8% in Canada, but still not a good number at all. U.S. Remember, we haven't even gotten to the U.S. numbers. Case-Shiller down 3.7%. That's the housing market index. Disgusting number. Everything falling, even Miami. Look at this Aussie. Another one. Broke nicely. And, hey, we were long. Long last night, baby. Didn't get short until around 50, but, hey, it came in nicely. Listen, I reserve the right to change my mind in a New York freaking minute. That's why I send out Twitters. That's why you people should be following me on Twitter. Check it out. Twitter.com, voice of Forex. I sent it out. Canada, disgusting number. U.S., Chicago PMI, 60.2. Last month was 62. The estimate was for, remember, up from previous month to 63.1. So not only did we miss estimates on Chicago PMI, it was 2 less than last month. That's a downtick. As Bernanke said, numbers aren't looking so good. So now we've had GDP worse. House prices worse. Spending worse. Income saving up. And then we had consumer confidence take a nose to the jugular. 61.1. What's going on? Maybe it's a lag effect because I've been wrong for 2 months. I thought that U.S. consumer was going to be rattled from Europe. That didn't happen. Maybe there's a lag, 2 months. Maybe it takes these idiots on the phones 2 months to really make the right phone calls. I don't know. Maybe it's the average American takes a while for them to figure things out. Whatever the case, these numbers are not good. And believe me, the last day of the month, it's very difficult to get this S&P down. And you see here, Aussie, tremendous month, right? Look. 400 pips, 3%, the Aussie dollar up. S&P had a great month. So they're going to hold this up. But this looks like an interesting double top, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And again, I haven't been calling for a bear market. I'm not calling for a bear market right now. We'll know it when we see it. But to me, this looks like a high probability tonight we sell off. And we got the numbers to do it. Oh, baby. I wish every night could flow like this, but no. But again, you take a look. This dollar yen, this is again the intervention spot, too. Broken, busted. Dollar yen, you just got to stay away from it. No guts, no glory. And, yeah, if you want to short this thing, be my guest. It's going lower, but to me, it's just too much of that. Too scary. I scared. Euro Swiss, another one, getting very close. As we said the SMB was going to be tested, and it's just grinding lower. Big level. Big bill. I think they break it, they come back. 1950, we go down to this spot right here. And then to the moon. They're going to come back. They're going to defend it. The SNB said they would. So dollar Swiss. If the dollar is now going to start getting into rally mode, this baby looks good. 91 held, triple bottom. Euro Swiss possible intervention. Oh, baby. So again, as far as the market's concerned, I am definitely bearish. These numbers out of the U.S. were terrible. The trifecta, Case-Shiller, Chicago PMI consumer confidence. Trifecta, baby. Cable held up as Euro Sterling came in, but cable still sold off. Pound dollar. Still sold off. Well off the highs. I think we take out 57 tonight. Absolutely. Dollar Canada with their disgusting numbers. Hammer time. Oh, baby. Love it long. Abso-freaking-lutely. Risk on, baby. Risk off, really. Risk off. And remember, the wedge. And this, let me tell you something. This could be the top. I'm scared. I'm scared to say it. I'm starting to think it. And I know I'm saying it, but I'm starting to think it. Look at this double top. Would this not be gorgeous? Look at it. Nobody would believe it because we fibbed too much. Who gives a crap? Things change. We couldn't take this out. Terrible U.S. numbers. All the shorts almost capitulated. I'm sure a bunch of grabbing on hold now. But doesn't this look a little eerie? Doesn't it look like we're running out of steam? And we're due for a freaking bar down? So I got to tell you, I think we definitely have, certainly here, the 10 exponential. That's only 20 handles on the S&P, but I think we'll take that. So 1290, I think, is in the bag in the next day or two. Abso-freaking-lutely. Easy. What happens after that? We could reverse and go up to the moon, absolutely. But my thought that the market was going to run away and explode now is gone. These numbers put the kibosh on that, and now I think the dollar is going to rally. Euro is breaking back down, and I think you got to go back to that. Euro sterling, look at this move. Bang. Breaking the whole uptrend channel line. Toast. Absolute toast. Now, pound Aussie, risk off. Hello, I love it. If Euro sterling is going to melt down now, and pound Aussie, stock market was ripping, Aussie was ripping, taking out resistance, and pound Aussie could not collapse, that's a bullish sign. I like it. Long. I love that pound Canada short. I like it long now. Risk off, baby. Certainly up to the channel line 159.50, 150 pips. Dollar Canada looks like it's going up. Oh, baby. But again, we've got to check with China first. Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, we have a big number. China Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, supposed to be 49.8. A lot depends with Canada, too. But notice it hasn't melted down. I thought we were going to 99.10. We didn't reverse, but you know what? It only popped 25 pips after the number today. So I was able to actually make money on both sides of the aisle. Thank you, sir. May I have another? I see 101 easy on this baby. The breakdown point, the EMA, why not? But if you get a blowout number out of China and it's like, I don't know, 53, well, all bets are off. And check my Twitter, Voice of Forex. Believe me, I'll be posting on there tonight. The factor is on. But when you take a look at, and I'll also be posting on my fan page on Facebook, Voice of Forex. Just type it in, no spaces. But I think it's going to be an inline number, under 50. You get an inline number to worse, and then HSBC comes out with their estimates at 9:30, an hour later, and a half later. Oh, baby. You get bad numbers. Now, again, I'm a little nervous because China said they're not going to be lowering rates. So that screws up the game plan a little bit. What do they know? Just like Bernanke knew, that's why he is keeping rates an extra year, because he knew these numbers were coming out. Aussie, look at the daily. Nice reversal. Took out the highs. It was gone. Gone. Now it's a field goal. Got your polls, you know. Here's the football going through. Go Giants, I guess. I'll tell you, it's really tough. Hate the Patriots. I'm jealous of the Giants. I guess you go with the jealousy. At least I'll be happy for New Yorkers. But I think we drill now. This thing enough. And again, same thing. All right, so we pull back to the breakout point. I bet you it's a fib. I bet you it's to an EMA. Of course it is. We could pull in 200 pips in Aussie dollar, and it would still be a buy. Same thing applies to the New Zealand dollar. We could pull into one of the EMAs easy, and it would still be a long. I mean, look at the fib on this. It was just 75. It's now 83. It's up 800 pips. It needs to back and fill. So we have bad numbers out of the U.S., bad numbers out of Eurozone, an S&P that reversed to the downside. Weak numbers supposedly coming out tonight, maybe. An end of the year, month setup where the stock market didn't really go down as much as it would have if it wasn't the end of the month. And you've got a recipe for a slam dunk freaking night. What am I missing here? A slam dunk. And on top of that, you had Obama talking to Iran, which not only did you have demand destruction from the number, you also had Obama backdooring with the Iranians. Doesn't surprise me. King of Oman sending messages. They're just trying to buy time. And, of course, the academic's going to believe him that he's the kingmaker and he can do it. What no other president has. He's different. Right. So crude coming in, especially on that. The Iranians want to talk. Give me a break. No freaking way. Don't believe it. And again, the yen, it should be big tonight. I mean, we're 75 pips from a new multi-decade low. Big. I'm staying away. I'm looking to play the after effect of the war. But this thing looks like it wants to melt down. And yeah, this big rally, we could be talking 70. And everyone's so bullish. Remember, a lot of people are buying this thing this year. A lot of people have been loading up. A lot of people loaded up here. Taking pain. But remember, I have a premium junior service, people. If you had my premium junior service, you'd have gotten the tweet. Get out of USD shorts and get long. Maybe you missed that. Maybe you didn't know what to do after the numbers. Maybe you hesitated. Maybe you tried to hang in there. Well, maybe if you were in my freaking chat room, you would have done something about it. Oh, baby. Email info@globalfxllc.com. Andrew Spanton. The only voice. The only damn voice. Forget about the rest, baby. You'll ever need. Who loves to teach you and make you money. Have a good night.